Today we're gonna make a healthy creamy slaw. It is bright and vibrant and perfectly acidic and a little tangy and still beautifully creamy without using any mayonnaise. It is crunchy and the perfect side dish for barbecue or fish or grilled chicken. It's just a beautiful summer side that'll brighten any plate. If you're enjoying this video, be sure to hit the subscribe button below and click the bell icon to be notified every time I post a new and delicious recipe. Let's get into it. So coleslaw, super simple. We're starting with just a kind of coleslaw mix base. You can of course shred your own cabbage. I like to use a mixture of red cabbage and green cabbage. And this one, comes with carrots, which aren't my favorite things in life, but they're here, so we're gonna use them. And then we're gonna go ahead and put a little bit of onion in here. I like to just thinly slice my onion. So we're gonna go kind of around like this. So you're gonna get those nice long thin strips. And they're like a little easier to eat. They break down nicer in the sauce. And so, let's see, let's just check our thickness. I want a little thinner than that. So we'll just kind of pull that up. I want them like a little bit, like almost like translucent, like you can see through them. And this way they'll kind of almost, not cook, but they'll lose a little bit of their bite in the dressing. And then that'll be kind of nice for us. Obviously you could slice those with a knife. That's cool too. All right, so I'm gonna season with a little bit of cracked black pepper. You kind of do this to your own liking. Pepper and I are like pseudo friends, not like the best friends, so I go a little light. And then I'm gonna start seasoning with a bit of kosher salt. This is really to your taste, but you cannot come backwards from it. So you just wanna go ahead and, add carefully, okay? And then my dressing, which you could mix in a bowl, but I'm just gonna mix it straight in here, is, this is white balsamic vinegar and safflower oil. You could use another neutral flavored oil, whatever your oil of choice is. And then this is Greek yogurt. So I use 2%. Don't love the flavor of zero, but if you do, then you could certainly use that. You can of course also use total or whole, which is 4%, I believe. But you do want to make sure that it is Greek because it's strained and it's thicker. And then we've made this less easy on ourselves because we have to now mix it in here all together, and it's kind of gross, but we're here for it. You could of course do this in another bowl, but I don't mind getting a little dirty in the kitchen. I feel like it's part of the fun. Take that back. Just trying to get all the way down there. Make sure I get all of the rest of the dressing that kind of fell. Okay. Now, while my hand is gross, I'm going to try it. And of course, the flavors are not perfect, but I'm tasting for salt. And just in case, I want to add a little bit more balsamic. I do want to add a little bit more salt. I think my acidity is beautiful. So while I have a dirty hand, I will keep a clean hand. And then I will season. Okay, try again. Oh, I just ruined my clean hand, didn't I? I did. You know what? It's delightful. And so I'm just gonna go ahead and add my sesame seeds, give those a little mix. You could of course use poppy seeds if you prefer, and you can use as many sesame seeds as you like. Go for it. You could also use sesame oil instead of the safflower oil, but it does have a bit of a more intense flavor, and you will taste it in your final dish. So if that's your bag, cool, but I wanted a more neutral oil. So I'm gonna go ahead and cover this and let it chill for at least 45 minutes. It is best after about an hour to 2 hours. All the flavors have melded, the cabbage is kind of softened in the vinegar, and it's released some of its juices, and it's gonna get all nice and juicy and saucy, and it's just gonna be gorgeousness. Especially from a red cabbage. It's gonna flavor, it's gonna tinge it a little bit pink, which is what pink coleslaw. Okay, so it's been about 3 hours. If you have sliced your cabbage a bit finer, usually when I do it like on the mandolin, like the onions, I do it a little bit thinner than was in this prepackaged mix, and then it will actually kind of, release its juices and become one a little bit faster. You just kind of have to make it ahead of time if it's a little thicker, or you can slice your own and control it. But, you know, I was lazy, so here we are. But the good news is, it's time to try. And I'm pretty stoked. Pretty stoked. Get myself a nice bite here. A little onion, a little cabbage. Yum. It's just perfectly creamy, but not, you know, overpowering. It's a little bit acidic from the vinegar, a little tangy from the yogurt. All the flavors are rounded out with that little bit of salt and pepper, and just a little bit of oil to add a bit of body. You can, of course, adjust this to your own taste. If you want a little bit more oil, that would, of course, be welcome. And you can, of course, salt it or add different seasonings as you like. But it's just a beautiful side dish for barbecue chicken or sandwiches, or even just a plate of mac and cheese and some pork or chicken. Just a really, really lovely, bright side. Also a great accompaniment for fish. It's a really crunchy, just really beautiful summer dish.